The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from the link. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game. Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes it's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes with the deep. When you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Eagles nothing.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, so no run back at least, but it'll still wind up a turnover on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It is brought in the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. On 2nd down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On fourth down, the snap comes to Hurts. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk, going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. A pass pulled in by Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Henry tries to pull his way in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies. But he is going to... He slams it in there. And he is in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point try now for Tucker. It's up and good. And the Ravens will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return is Rodgers. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final. Now Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. He'll try to run here with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find In this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. On the give, here's Henry. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
This is Henry. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. A gain there of 15. Good for a Raven first down. Jackson looking to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Second down, Jackson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. To the air one more time with Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Jackson up top again. His throw on first down is going to be in.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Jackson. That one taken in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense gonna take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10. Hurts will try it again. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Hurts again. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for another Eagles. First and 10.
To the air again. Hurts. A pass. Caught by Saquon.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
And the Ravens first down.
Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the halftime message was from the coach, Mike. He said, I want to come out in this second half and deliver an early blow. Come out swinging. Well, I think they've made that statement pretty clear here to start the third quarter. And if they can finish this drive off with a touchdown, I think they'll have done just that.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Henry. He'll work forward only to about the 18. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have that. Sirianni thought about it, and he wants another look. He has thrown the challenge flag. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So the challenge doesn't change the official's decision. They're going to keep the spot right where it was. 1st and goal, and it's Henry. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. A first down throw for Hurts. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it... down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Off he goes. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays, they're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
He keeps it himself.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
That is caught, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. And they'll throw here with Hurts. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will get just a bit closer. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the... Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. To throw is Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And they will not let up. He is into the end zone for 2 more. So we are through 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to go now to begin this 4th quarter. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
That's good for an Eagles.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
A 57-yard attempt.
This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Jackson now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Point after now from Tucker. It's up and through. And the Ravens stretch things out even further. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
To throw on second down is Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And they'll take this down inside the...
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Hurts to the air on first down. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. A run with Barkley. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. Throwing is Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. Oh, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick-6, but to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. Still going inside the 20. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles cut into the lead a little bit. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He runs with it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. Reed Blankenship had the tight coverage and comes up with the defensive play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Again, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
Jackson up top again. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff.
Makes the score Ravens 70, Eagles 17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
3rd and 5. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it.